Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Kentucky Downs here on closing day. It's Wednesday, the 13th of September, 2023. Gonna look at the stakes races on the program from Kentucky Downs, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean it, around the world. Let's look at the eighth race, the stakes action from Kentucky Downs races 8 and 9. The eighth race, it is the Pepsi Juvenile Sprint. It's going for a purse of $500,000. Race for 2-year-olds here. Field of 10 colts and geldings going the distance of ground of 1,300 meters, if you want to go by that, or the distance of ground of 6.5 furlongs on the Kentucky Downs turf course. 1,300 meters, 6.5 furlongs. And I show the diagram, just gives me a second to look down my notes, just bear with me. Sorry, I'm stupid, I can't do two things at the same time. I'm going to take the 6-horse Go Auto Go as a top selection. 6-2-5-7 for me in the superfecta. 6-2-5-7 super, top selection 6-horse Go Auto Go. This 2-year colt by Bolt de Oro. Steve Asmussen trains. Florent Giroux is having a very good meeting, gets the mount. The horse's most recent outing came the 18th of August over here at Saratoga, 5.5 off the Mellon Turf course on the main track on the mud and the Skidmore Stakes, and he finished 5th by 11.25 lengths that day. They want to desperately seem to get this horse on turf, but he desperately seems to get rained off the turf all the time, which is the mantra at Saratoga this summer, everything getting rained off. And this horse just didn't get out of the gate so clearly, was bumped around a few times, and he just wants to go to the green stuff. He's going to get it today. I would like to see this horse get to the rail, get to the good ground, could be more forwardly paced, and I think his speed could go a long way on this course to get the winning check. He doesn't run half bad. He's only won once, but he's definitely improved a little bit. Two back in the Bashford Manor, Ellis, 6 furlongs, 2nd of July. He finished 4th by 9.25 lengths that day. The Wine Stewart was a next start winner. This horse, he was with them early on. The winners took off clear late, but this horse, he ran his heart out against them there, and then on debut in late May at Churchill, 5 furlongs in main special weight, winning by 4 lengths on the front and all throughout, quickened up nicely. That was a very good race. Training well at Saratoga, half-mile drill in the Oklahoma training turf in 53 flat, the 52nd best workout 57, and a 3 furlong workout in 37.4. Coming to the green stuff for the first time shouldn't be a problem. I think he could really run a good race. First time turf, with nearly 200 runners, 12% for the trainer's not bad at all, or excuse me, 15%, not bad at all. So I'm going to use this horse here. I think the 2-horse Jimmy the Tooth for Mike Maker and Tyler Gaffleone could get a good trip for this New York bred. Most recently at Saratoga, going 5.5 in the state bred main special weight. He won by 3.5 lengths that day. From the inside, he really took off clear. That was a very good performance. Gets a good inside poster here today. The rail's been golden here with the rails down, and it wouldn't surprise me if his speed goes a long way here again today. Prior to that, he ran on the 7th of July at Belmont, the Widener, 5 furlongs in the main special weight, where he finished 2nd by 1.25 lengths. Again, he just kind of stalked early on. The winner took off clear, but again, he got around the race course well. And then in early June at Belmont, 5 furlongs in the Widener in the main special weight. He finished 3rd by 4.25 lengths that day. A little bit wide, but again, he needs something more, but he didn't run half bad. Quite a few of those horses, that was Belmont turf sprints for 2-year-olds this season, have really been coming out of those races and running terrifically. Coming here at 6-1, he could win. I'll use him in the late pick 4. But to recap my selection for the 8th from Kentucky Downs, it's the Pepsi Juvenile Sprint. Going to take the 6-horse Go Auto Go. Give kudos to the 2-horse Jimmy the Tooth. 6-2-5-7 Super. 6-2 in your multi-race. The featured 9th race from Kentucky Downs, it's the Untapable Stakes. It's going for a $500,000 purse race for 2-year-old fillies. We have a field of 15 horses entered. Only 12 go 1,300 meters or 6.5 furlongs on the turf course. Going to take the 6-horse Hidden Class as a top selection. 6-7-12-1 for me in the superfecta. 6-7-12-1 super, top selection 6-horse Hidden Class. 2-year filly by Catalina Cruiser. Joe Sharp trains. Joel Rosario gets the mount. The horse's most recent outing came 31st of August at Kentucky Downs. 6.5 furlongs in a lounge race, 250,000 for restricted horses out of certain sales. And the horse went by 3.25 lengths that day. And he stalked early on. He got around the quirkiness of the course well. He quickened up a lot, and he didn't really get the whip that day. He just kept going. 73 cents a dollar, that was a very good race. Refreshing here, not the world's toughest race again, could be forwardly paced even with a quick turnaround. I'm going to give him another shot to win. 2 back ran at Saratoga on the Mellon, 5.5 in the main special weight, 83,000. He finished 2nd by 2.25 lengths that day. He didn't get out of the gate so clearly, but he settled well towards the back of the pack. He circled the field. He was closing up well late. Not the world's worst race for him there. Not the best either, but not the worst race for him. But he placed behind Gala Brand, who went on to win next start out against the boys in the it was either PG Johnson or With Anticipation. I can't remember off the top of my head which one is for the boys, but she beat the boys next start out in the big stakes race for 2-year-olds on the turf at the end of the Saratoga meeting 2 weeks ago. So and she ran terrifically there with a strong buyer. So this horse come back here, not facing the boys, but with to this turf course, has some speed in turf. I think she goes up a lot here. Training well since the last race, even with the quick turnaround, 7-2. I'm going to use this horse. I think the 7-horse Song of Norway for Wesley Warren, John Blasco's wouldn't surprise me if this horse gets the job done. But John Blasco is 20-0. Didn't have the he didn't have a lot of mounts at Saratoga, but he didn't have the strongest Saratoga meetings either. Quite interesting. He has a few mounts Thursday at Churchill Johnny V, especially for a Mike Maker horse 2-year-old that you want to watch, and a Wesley Ward 2-year-old. So maybe he's coming to town for those 2-year-old horses, but just keep an eye on Johnny this spring, see what he does. Cause like I said, it's been a little quiet. But this Song of Norway, he ran about a month ago, a little over a month ago at Ellis, 5.5 on the turf in the main special way, where he won by 4.25 lengths that day. And from Y Poster, he quarter horsed out of it. He quickened up a lot, and he kept going. 74 buyer was quite nicely. He's training well in the dirt at Keelan since then. Come here first, second off. He should really get a good trip and win. Even the 12 horse here, Crown Imperial for Ricardo Santana Jr. He ran in the Bolton's Landing a few weeks ago at Saratoga, where he finished second by a nose that day behind Admist Waves, who really ran terrifically. This horse just, he just came a little bit too late, but he ran his heart out there. Prior to then, the Colleen at Monmouth over the 5, he finished third by 1.75 lengths behind Admist Waves, who again went on to win the Bolton Landing after that. But this horse didn't get out of the gate so clearly, but again was gaining there. And then a Prairie Meadows and the Prairie Gold Lassie, she finished second by a head. Again, just a little bit too late, but she's been running these good races. She's definitely been improving in defeat. She's training well at Saratoga at 6-1 with a little bit longer trip. I'll use her on the ticket, but the speed has been holding up quite nicely on this course the last few weeks, the last few days or so, since Saturday, since they took the rails down. So you just want to keep that in mind. But if the closers are going to win, she has a strong chance. But to recap my selection for the 9th now from Kentucky Downs, it's the Pepsi Untapable Stakes. Going to take the 6-horse Hidden Class. Give kudos to the 7-horse Song of Norway and the 12-horse here, Crown Imperial. 6-7, 12-1 Super, 6-7, 12 in your multi-race. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.